All right, let's party. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? How you doing, Fuber on the YouTube side? And let me say hello to all the Twitch people. How you doing, Matthew? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Steve? How you doing, Horror Loving? Voice? How you doing, Moss? How you doing, Zetai? How you doing? Be the music a little quieter on my end. And how you doing, Nobody? How you doing, Meister Miller? How you doing, Fancy Count? And how you doing, Charlie? Don't worry, I think I'm sick. I do think I'm sick. I still think I can stream. If I need to quit earlier, I will, or if I need to change next week's schedule. I did avoid going to the game store today though, because I didn't potentially want to give everyone grandfather's gift. And I've been playing Silent Hill for next week, assuming it's next week. And can I say, when you don't get lost and like you have a shotgun, that game is significantly quicker and easier. Oh my god. Remember the boss that was like in your house that you fought? It takes like 3 shotgun blasts. It's maybe not more like 6, but still, compared to like 10 minutes of very tense gunfighting. But yeah, today I am doing some terrain. This is from the Hexengarde set. It is like got a little detachable roof. And yeah. So the plan is today to paint this bad boy. See how the zoom works. I backed everything up like stupid far back. Do I have enough bottles? I have all the bottles. How you doing, Duke? How you doing? So yeah, this is gonna be like, I think the plan is to do as much as I can and then probably finish it with an oil wash. It just needs to look like pretty legit. Oh yeah. Also, how you doing, Tag? How you doing? Welcome. It's like, it's very kind of cartoony and exaggerated. I'm hoping to use it for Trench Crusade and like Mordheim. I don't know. Mordheim is one of those games that I think once you become middle-aged, like there's like a feeling in your bones or bone equivalent. It is. I used filler primer and then I used a layer of like Army Painter Brown, so it should be all primed and everything. So I'm gonna begin putting some layer. Yeah, it's detailed enough that I think will look nice. Oh fuck, we got ad progress. Blah. Yeah, we got hit with ads already. Tis be fine. Tis be okay. Lights on this. There we go. Yo, I can go like right on this actually. Oh, big steppy. Big stretchy. I mean, big steppy. That's definitely wrong. That's definitely wrong. And we're back from the ads. How you doing? Yes, apparently Swill is in always just like this weird fluctuation state where it's like, apparently it's like a Hero Quest-esque dungeon crawler now. It's like it's because it was originally like a foul engineering under the ground like rivers of oil tank battle game, and then it turned into like a Victorian skirmish themed like a Victorian fish themed skirmish game, and then it turned into what it's turned into now. And I individually I like all of those things. I just wish they would settle. I want it to be settled. Oh yeah. Say just like Mike. I feel like once you like, not that you can't be like younger and like enjoy Mordheim, but I do feel like Mordheim has like a siren song to like older hobbyists who do like minis and stuff. Because they want you to buy America. Oh, nande. Oh, I see what you mean. I missed the context on that. Yeah, it's for some people that is a positive and other people that's a negative. And I'm assuming Twitch does some sort of like algorithm math to figure out what they assume. Foul engine. Okay, that one I kind of like for absolutely no reason. Yeah, I do want Swill to settle. I know you're doing the boiling joke. The rivers, it's because like it's still set in like a big old pond thing of like oily nonsense. It's getting a little bit of leakage. Just a little like, I'm doing this base as like a darker red, and then I'm gonna do maybe a lighter one because I do think it's gonna tone down a lot. It's gonna tone down a lot once I start doing the reason I'm thinking about doing an oil wash for this is because oil washes you get a lot more for less. Like, you know, I like my enamels for minis, but if I was trying to do it for like a big thing, I do also have Noosh. I do it like Noosh was that kind of like, it was effectively a like admixture that Proacryl sold that you kind of mix it with acrylics. I think it's spelled like that. No, I think it's NEWSH, like new sh, or like new wash or something like that. It was something that was definitely like every now and then there's like a trend in mini painting like YouTube and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I picked up a bottle and it was nice. Like it like the little times I've used it, it works as advertised, but it's just like I kind of prefer enamels better. Like I just don't I don't have a use for it, but I feel like maybe for terrain that might be the way to go. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. My house is just a collection of just like weird hobby gadgets. I got me a like I just saw a short that was like, hey, do you know that they make Gundam markers that paint markers that come in like a bright gold? I'm like, ooh, tell me more. So I ordered that because that might help with some of my Slanesh stuff. Also, thank you for the How Pepper Dance. Thank you. Yeah, today's very much going to be like this is going to be like the lightest, easiest. Ironically, I'm glad I chose this, like realizing that I might be partially sick. So it's like a nice cozy thing to paint, but also like this is one I want my tables to look good, so this will be a good thing. Yeah, paint markers are the fad. The thing is, I do like paint markers. I really enjoyed my metal color ones that I've been using. So like it's like there are fads that I greatly benefit from, but they are absolutely fads, 100%. I think it's just because like, especially for like if you're doing like mini content creation full time, you do kind of run out. Like even with like if you follow G-dubs and their like infinite release cycle, it's not as active as you would think. Like it's like ooh cool, like Emperor's Children got released, and then that does not hold hype for nearly as long as like anything else, and you're like, oh shit, a data slate dropped, oh fuck, and like that kind of thing. But like definitely if you're like Ninjon or something like that, you need things in between, and that's like oh new hobby thing. So people will like talk about them, and then people will be like, ooh, that seems cool, I like that. I'm gonna put that to my minis. Yeah, G-dubs gets that. I mean, that's also why, like, you'll see a lot of people that just, like, firmly just, like, plant their entire set of lips around G-dubs, like, cock and balls. And there is, like, a benefit to that for them. Because if Games Workshop likes you, they will send you new models early. And, like, you guys know how long it takes to paint shit. I'm on 3 streams of painting my Noise Marines. I'm hoping to maybe do a 4th one this upcoming week. And, like, that's just a unit of 6 infantry. But, like, for people who are like, yeah, my stuff is based on, like, you know, showing how to do cool things for, like, Noise Marines, if you get that, like, a month early, it really, they go deep. A new Demon Engine would be nice. G-Dips is, like, a weird thing for Demon Engines where, like, fucking Death Guard got a bunch. And then after that, they're like, no more. No, we're good. I hope you like Mauler Fiends. How you doing, Toastbird Dog? Yeah, I actually think that, like I know Teto is like really popular lately. I do generally like Teto's voice a lot. I generally really like her voice for a lot of songs. Yeah, and like I'm still working on my Slanesh stuff. I don't care about like the hot trends, but like, you know, I do notice, like, this is like a little bit inside baseball. You do notice like certain things, like depending on what I paint, I do see numbers reflect that to some degree. Like if if you want to post it in the we have, I think, like a music zone in the Discord, Sweet Beats. If you want to post it there so other people can enjoy it too. It's dripping on the side a little bit. I'm not super worried about that because I'm probably gonna go in and hit it with a darker brown to like settle into that wood. So this will be fun. This will be fun. This is a very light complexity project I'm working on today. Yeah, no, I like Demon Engines too. They're a really cool concept and they're generally fun models. But like, I guess I don't have any of the bigger ones as well. So like maybe, I guess I don't like them that much. But I also don't really never had a reason to because Death Guard got them. Like I got the Plague Burst Crawlers and the Mythic Blight Haulers and the light drones. I guess a Plague Burst Crawler is more of a tank, even though it is a tank, but it's got very like similar design ethos, I guess, if that's the best way to say that. But yeah, it is funny because every time every now and then, if I do put Space Marine in the title of a thing I paint, the numbers do tend to go up, not like crazy amount, but very slightly. And it's very funny knowing that is just like a reoccurring thing that you can like almost set your watch by. I find that very amusing, and I've seen other people talk about it too, like all the jugs, so something like that. Like let's see, like I get like my average painting stream might get like probably a grand total of like post stream maybe like 100 to 300 hits. Some Space Marine stuff will hit at like 500. I've had like a couple of my like painting streams blow up for no reason. I don't understand, guys. Flesh Dreadnought is sitting on 250,000 views. My boy in the dirty briefs has been seen 250,000 times, and it fucks my shit up amazingly. I get daily updates for people were like oh, Cruelty Squad model or whatever, and I'm just like, holy shit, it's still going. People love him so much. I mean, Space Marines are cool. I mean, like, if you do look a lot at my armies, you look at a lot of my armies, they are Space Marine based in some way, because I just think they're rad. I just think Chaos overall is cool, though. Like, I wouldn't mind doing, like, a Lost in the Dam style army if that was, like, I don't know. I guess I could just do that as, like, a fun project, but, like, I already got other fun projects I gotta wrap up before I get into more fun projects. You're gonna hear me coughing a lot today, and I'm gonna say that I'm probably fine. Don't worry about me. But I do be coughing. Boys do be coughing today on stream on twitch.tv/Halmernaut. The lads do be coughing. He's dying, Scoop. No, I did that voice. That doesn't even make any sense, but whatever. Oh, there's like a little bit of like the blue tact. Yeah, I turned my head away from the mic to cough. The first time I did, but apparently it was too loud. Everyone's like, "How's dying, bros?" I'm like, "Oh man, you just heard that? Fuck." That's unfortunate. That's tragic. Getting that, and thank you for the hydrate. Let me get some little nubbins, and then I'll totally do that. Oh wait, I got a lot of water. Yes, my streamer tea, also known as water. I'm doing that. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll go to the interior. I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth between. I'd like to put this like farther back, but I don't have like a good resting spot for it. That's just not off screen, so it's just gonna have to be resting off screen. So what I'm trying to do, so there's these like plaster bits. I'm looking for bits I think would give it like the most color definition. Actually, I think like a gray, a dark, like maybe like a dark gray for the bricks. Neutral gray. Maybe neutral gray, actually. That might give me some better stuff. And there's like I can hit a bunch of these bricks on the ground, and then the sides. I can maybe hit that with a little bit of a lighter. Shine dragon. Hey, there we go. I did have I got what's it called? There's like this like Chinese honey herb packet thing. No, that's too dry. I can keep that on the palette for now, but I'll just go to the other side. I'll just wipe that off a little bit, and I'll just go around this side with a darker. That's a black brown. Black. I think I did this exact same color hunt last stream. I was like, where did I put my dark gray? I put it near my greens. What's happening? She made it. I get the made in China bit. I don't know how the Miss Universe falls into that. I feel like there's a kernel of a pun. It definitely needs to be workshopped a little bit. I believe that one will take off at some point. But you gotta put it back in the oven a little bit, let it cook. Also the bottom. Oh, I actually painted the bottom of this one. Okay. How you doing, Flopsy? How you doing? I'm the Papa Nurgle will be testing me, but he cannot stop me from painting little houses. Yeah, the Stark Gray was a lot better. It also kind of sucks because like I dry brushing is really hard to do on 3D prints because sometimes you'll catch the mold like the layer lines. I got my new 0.02 millimeter extruder in, so I might be getting even crisper prints at some point. Why is there a picture of a juggalo? Hey, that's not just a juggalo. That is Andrew Hussey, creator of Homestuck. Also known as D Clussy on Instagram, where he posts his clown fits. Because the man lives a very interesting life. Who? What do you mean who? Do you not know Homestuck? Like is this a bit? I genuinely don't know. I might be reaching that thing where I have to like legitimately explain Homestuck now. I don't think I'm ready for that spiritually. Faster. Star Runner. Yeah, pop it in the air fryer, it'll be fine. What's that have to do with Homestuck? It's Andrew Hussey made Homestuck. That guy, the Juggalo, he made Homestuck. It's him. He's John Homestuck. I guess at this point I'm like I can't believe you guys haven't heard of Homestuck, realizing that the heyday of it was like honest to God a decade ago. So I can't even give anyone shit for that. I don't. Out of all the things to know from Homestuck, only knowing Carkalicious is incredibly depressing. Not this is like your fault or anything. I'm just sad that that's all you know. At least spend some time with the music. The Homestuck music is like genuinely really good. Like there's a reason. Like prior to Toby Fox becoming a household name from Undertale, he was doing sick jams for Homestuck in Andrew Hussey's basement. A little like fluffy little bit I gotta deal with later. God, yeah, I never went to a convention during that era though, so I only got to hear the stuff like the Sharpie baths like third hand. Probably for the best. Do I still have I have an Equia shirt maybe somewhere in my house. I don't think I wear it anymore because I don't know if I still own it, but I did have one. Listen to that. I might have to click that for later. Oh, that got oh my god, this got okay, yeah, that considering the amount of views, I guess that's not surprising. It's that has its own traction to it. There we go. It was like a nice little like comic for a very specific era of internet. Like I have to imagine that like if people were to go into it brand new, like it would either be nostalgic for them based on the age or very alien. Like it's very much the era of like MSN Messenger or like AOL Messenger, like the kind of things where you would have like I know you can do this on Discord, but where a lot of conversation was just done for you and your buddies through a messenger app directly on your PC without like a connection to like a server or any like greater hub thing. How you doing, Billy? How you doing? Welcome. Like that part is pretty nice. Maybe we could get a bigger brush or something. So over here. There we go. Was an attack vector. Oh yeah, when you people today will never know the pure unadulterated joy of MSN Messenger let you physically shake your friend's screen. Like you could straight up shake it and it was really good. But Matthew, why you like this? Yeah, it is absolutely a very specific, but also too like something that you would be detached from now, especially is that like something that isn't conveyed well in the text is that Homestuck updated fast. Like you would get daily updates to this, and like pretty substantial ones. So like it was legitimately fun to follow on like a day-by-day basis. Like you would update and there would be like 3 pages, including like a lot of dialogue and stuff like that. So like you could follow it and like people were like figuring out like what to do with it because it has like a very unique Like, I know it gets memed on it, but it does have a very unique setting, and then also like power systems and stuff like that that are like they do that thing that I enjoy where they're like internally consistent, but they're internally consistent in a way that the people in the setting can break it with like people in the setting can break the powers of how their universe works. Yeah, Puri gets it. How you doing, Puri? How you doing? Another survivor of the Homestuck deep trenches. I'm explaining to people the cultural grip that Homestuck had during a period of time in the past. And it's like I do agree though, like if you were not on the internet when actively on certain parts of the internet when Homestuck was new, you're probably gonna get like lessened experience out of it. I will absolutely say that. Like I'll be honest. TRPG. Yeah, there's been a couple. I know Egg mentioned one like years ago. Also, my Homestuck barbecue terrain is still holding up. It is not deteriorated. It is not deteriorated. It still looks great. It's amazing. I'm surprised that fucking worked. It is Nepeta for Halloween last year. Huh. I guess people still do like cosplay and dress up like it too, which is neat. Basically, the Undertale of its. I mean, yeah. Actually, that's not wrong. Like once again, Toby Fox was active in both. He was doing the music for Homestuck. When Andrew Hussey kind of like was petering out because he definitely bit off more than he could chew. Which I think is why he mostly posts like Purity. Did you see this? This is from like a couple days ago. We got some more Hussey fits. Yeah, it's kind of hard to because like Flash is dead. I mean, you can there's like I think the best way to do it is that there is a what's it called? There's like a private browser you can get just for Homestuck that has like Flash that's still built in and like a bunch of other nonsense. That's probably the best way to still enjoy it. But yeah, like so much of Homestuck was tied into Flash existing. And Flash is fucking dead. Like I know Newgrounds is like fun little like Flash totally isn't dead. Like little events, and like God bless him for it, but it's a very specific thing. I don't know. Listen, I like Hussey's work. I don't think I could vote for Hussey. I don't think I could vote for Hussey. He's an interesting man, and like especially because like towards the end too, for reasons like he definitely like as a guy that was like a very creative individual, definitely like. I think Homestuck becoming the darling of the internet was too much for him. Like it was just hard thing for him to grasp mentally. Is why you would see him like go on long pauses or like he would bring other people into the project to lighten the load, and those people had like very specific ideas on how Homestuck should be run. And then sometimes those clashed with like the general audience, and then there would be some shit. It was quite a bit. Having the art of a pup, yeah. Yeah, oh god, yeah. There was like a couple people that like were like went on to go to like Disney and stuff. There was like what was the latest? There was like a lady who did like really good Dave art. She did like really good Dave art, and I think Carcat too. She went to Disney, and I think she got like in trouble for drawing Spider-Man porn. Like that sounds like a thing, but I can't recall who the artist was. I almost want to say it was like someone named like Emily or something, but that could be wrong. How you doing, Metal Guard? Yeah, we are. We're talking Homestuck. Yeah, we're still talking Homestuck. You can tell all the people, they're like, how I have no idea what you're talking about. And then like the everyone in the trenches that still like reaches over to their side of their head and like can feel the little candy cane horns. For the interior, the plan right now is I want to do that, like the plaster as a very, very like off yellow, and then kind of build up from that. This is going to be like a really, really rough paint because I'm just going to be really... Right. You knew about this. Unless I'm sure. To be fair, it was a very dense, like legitimately, it was a very dense comic because it was arguably a web novel. Like there were comic pages. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of it was dialogue, like dialogue done like old messenger style. So like there would be like, you know, you would see the room and you'd see all the people like you would see like John Egbert's room, and you would have like all of his posters and stuff up there, and he'd make like a little reaction like to between pages, but a lot of it would just be a big dialogue like section. Gotta get some of these angles are gonna be very, very hard to stream. So if you're wondering like I'm getting like very, very weird angles and like the texture's kind of rough, don't worry. I'm doing this very sloppy on purpose because I do want this to be done quick so I could use it, but also like I know that like it's terrain, I can touch it up and it's like the details aren't as fine. Yeah, there's Sharpie Bath. There was I think Hussey did a joke about like the characters had like trickster modes, and like all the trickster modes are supposed to be like candy themed, and it made like the tricky thing is like Hussey kind of did a thing. He's like, oh yeah, all the Homestuck characters are like ambiguously raced. Like you could pick whatever you want. He didn't really care. And some people got like really, really, really passionate about that. So like when there was like an alternate form that had like a certain color skin, as like, yeah, they're turning into like fucked up digital glitchy candy people. That flipped out. There was some drama for that. There's like fan art drama. There was a lot. There was a lot of bullshit. Yeah, the Peachy stuff. Like, didn't they eventually do a joke about like they're turning Caucasian as like a bit, or is that like one of the bits that was removed? I can't remember what was like. He did change that after that to some degree. Like those panels. I mean, not like the ambiguous race stuff. How you doing, Elfgal? Welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm sorry we're talking about Homestuck, everyone. So strap the fuck on. How you doing, Underbed Umbra? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. And how you doing, Jorm the Serpent, Cyrus Virus, Elfgal Goes, and what are you doing? And also, let me see, what are you playing? You're doing Kingdom Hearts 3? Hell yeah, let's go. Crystal Star Fox Assault. Oh, it said Caucasian for, oh, okay, and then it turned into Peachy. Gotcha. Yeah, do people still go apeshit for Crystal? I don't know. I've never played that Star Fox game, and I'm not really a furry, so like, I look at her and feel nothing. But I know for a lot of people on the internet, they're like really into Crystal Star Fox. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Just got to the key. What's how do? I paint rats, which I'm not painting today. I'm painting terrain today. I'm just doing a very easy breezy terrain project because I want my terrain to look a little bit more painted. How you doing, Lana? How you doing? Welcome. The phrase, hold on, let me check some DeviantArt is a devious sentence that fills me with a type of dread that I can barely articulate. Is it horror? I guess it is, yeah, because she's got like one of those kind of like loincloth things that some people will go about. Get this. The nice thing about doing this brown too is like I don't have to get like super detail on the sides. There's a furry chick. I'd probably be a furry. I mean, that didn't stop a lot of people, but also fair, understandable. Some people activate on like specific like combinations of things. Also, Gina2437, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the workshop. I could just stick a tiny rat somewhere too. Actually, yeah, I could probably do that. Let me get this bad boy in like a state where that's even possible, and then I'll consider the idea. Bits. But yeah, also, if anyone has any questions about any mini painting things, if you can see, like, that is a thing that I'm still working on that I stripped the paint from. That's like a more new example of a thing I did. And there's Andrew Hussey dressed up like a clown, circa like not like a couple days ago. He's reawoken on his Instagram, and people were like, has he returned to us? And I don't know yet. I don't know what that means of him just posting just like clown fits. I would kind of love it if he just was like, I no longer wish to create. I just wish to be like a old man clown e-boy. Like, you know what? Good for you, buddy. You deserve it. They still go. There was a while that I heard that like DeviantArt was jumping on like the AI train, and that made me immensely sad. I would still like to hope deep in my heart that that's untrue, but I also I would not be surprised. I have to imagine that like actually maintaining DeviantArt as a website is just a way to set money on fire. So like whenever you got like one of those websites it's like a good website that exists, but like you can tell this thing would never make money. And I don't mean that to be like, oh, everything's about money. I'm Scrooge McDuck. I mean just like, you know, you gotta keep the lights on a website. And some people, especially if you're hosting like probably like petabytes of just like, I don't know, like Sonic in front of like the 9/11 towers. World Trade Center, there we go. Why did I say 9/11 towers? The weirdest way I could have phrased that, but whatever. Like someone's got to pay for hosting though. So like if they did AI, if the AI stuff is true though, I still will be very, very sad. They're hopefully, oh, really? That's really depressing. That's really depressing. That's how you doing, Solda? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna let this part dry a little bit. Go back to the roof. Especially because I can get some more of the gray on there. Yippee. 9/11 tower. It's I don't know why my brain did that. Like I was there for 9/11. I wish I had a better story for 9/11. Like how? What did you do when 9/11 happened? I was in school and then we saw the footage and I was like, huh? And then we went about our day. It's like I forget. Like it was yeah, I was 11, so. So it was like 5th grade, maybe. Yeah, we didn't get the like students. You have to see this. This is a historical thing. I also went to a Catholic elementary school, so that probably gives me a slightly different way to that. But basically, the teacher was like checking the news because like I think she found out and was put it on, and we saw it. We're like, huh. And it didn't change anything, but like I assume the teachers had the ramifications for me as a child was not there, but for everyone else was probably feeling that. How you doing, 14? We're talking about Homestuck and 9/11. Man, what a stream today is. Yeah, but we didn't get any, as far as I can tell. Like maybe we did, but I didn't get any. I don't have any memory of anything big coming up after that, so I have to imagine that it was just kind of like, well, time for math. Like, okay, I'll do math. That's fine. I like doing math. Yeah, your 2 favorite subjects. Yeah. 2 subjects that I'm sure individually have a lot of YouTube videos about them. I wonder which ones are more popular, though. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like Homestuck is probably at that age, like I'm sure we've gotten some already, but like I do think eventually. I want to say that like maybe like 1 or 2 more years we're gonna get like really like deep 4-hour video essays on Homestuck from people who like never were there, as in like I'm like a 23-year-old Zoomer who does video essays, and I'm doing a deep dive to really figure out what Homestuck was. I feel like that's gonna happen. Oh yeah, we didn't even get the pickup thing. Apparently all of our parents was just like, huh. Ain't that some shit? Oh, camera froze. Hold on. It's very hot in here, so I'm gonna turn up my AC. Yeah, I'll fix that, don't worry. I caught it. I have unplugged it and replugged it. And reactivate. Hey, we're back. Yippee. Let's go. Oh, they say never forget, but I forgot. 2001, baby. Yeah, I was 11. So it was I was old enough to comprehend some things. I was also like a very out of touch kid. Like you know, thinking about this now, this probably should have been a sign that the path of autism was just locked for me. But I remember I was like in choir. Like my Catholic school did like a big choir thing, and then I don't know why the teacher was like, she made some comment about like J-Lo. Like I think in hindsight it might have been a weird thing like kind of wiggle like J-Lo. I don't remember why. But or like I think she's like I think she was saying to the boys like dance like J-Lo's watching. And I remember some of the other people like, Hal doesn't know who J-Lo is, and I was like, I don't know who J-Lo is at the time, and I was like, oh. I went home and I played GameCube. I did not have any connection to any sort of shared cultural zeitgeist. Like for something like that stuck out more to me in my brain than 9/11 did at the time. So that like, cause I was, you know, I was a quiet kid. I did all my homework on time. I got good grades, but I was left to my own devices, and my devices said, Hal, you should play the GameCube. And I was like, you're right, my own devices. And I played the GameCube, and it was good. But that also meant that, like, I still wasn't bullied, weirdly enough. I think it's because our school was too small, and like we kind of had that. Like I know there's a thing. It's like the popular kids are kind of like dumb idiots, but like I lived in a small hick town, but like a lot of our popular kids were still like in football, but also like very well educated. So we really didn't have like a bullying thing going on, which was odd. Like I think one person said I had big ears, like haha, you got big ears, and I was like, okay, and like that didn't stick because like yeah, I got big ears. Hey, look at my wigglers. Yeah, they got some bounce to them, but like that didn't phase me, and then I would just proceed. And also, to be fair, like I think when it comes to the totem pole of getting picked on, I was like relatively smaller. Like I as a tall boy who just kind of stuck to himself, I weirdly didn't get like in the line of fire for a lot of that stuff. It was even boring. Oh fuck. I mean, it's true. You could be like post 9/11 and be like a full adult with like thoughts and feelings. It's just really funny thinking about that. Godzilla movie's on. Oh god, you're like, hey, that's not Godzilla. Oh no. Let's set this aside again. We're just gonna keep swapping the top and the bottom. On my hands. Alright, so we got, now it's time to get the sides, like the plaster sides. So I'm gonna do money for ear wiggles. Oh yeah, I don't get to see Honey very often. So the little bits I've seen she seems like a nice lady. And anyone who's got like an artist bent is generally pretty chill. Gonna get a lot of this prairie ochre and see how that works. Let's see, I'll be 23 in July. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're like a whole adult. And it's like, it's not even that big of a deal. This is just me, old man, lamenting the passage of time. How you doing, Nintendo? How you doing? Welcome. Oh, I think I know what I want to do. I have this really fucked up brush. This was a dry brush that I think some of the bristles kind of melted because it's a cheapie one that's like a army painter cheapie. But I think it's like just the right build to do like this. I think I can go like... There we go. Something like that. I'm gonna hit all the edges with this. It's gonna start pretty yellowed, and then I'm gonna try to do another layer that's gonna be a bit like... It's gonna be buff, which is kind of like a yellow... what's it called? A yellowed white. It's been 9 hours low in my car. Oh, damn. I'm weird, but like sometimes I like me a long drive by myself, but sometimes I don't. I like driving at night. Driving through the day fucking blows, but like a long drive at night is nice. Finish parrying your warp. Ooh, yo, let's go. Once again, more people will be painting rats than I will. How you doing, the architect? How you doing? Welcome. Go on. Working on some terrain nonsense. I'm also getting off to the side that we'll need. If I get on some on the sides, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. That's why I'm kind of doing it this way. What about the long drive? Oh, we were talking about 9/11 and how it hits different people. And like in elementary school when 9/11 stuff came on, everyone was like, "Huh," and then just kind of went about our day. Nothing changed. I've done long drives before. Like I've driven, I think the longest drive I've ever done was like 11 hours each. No, it wasn't quite 11. It was like maybe like 6 or 7. It wasn't that long in hindsight. There was a friend of mine who was like, hey, I'm going to be in like a state that's like 3 states away from you. And I haven't seen him in years. I was like, I'll drive over. And that wasn't too bad. Yeah, just casually talk about 9/11. Tell me Ite came here with a bucket of water. Oh my god. Those kind of people are certainly people who can, like, have opinions on things. Boring. Little edges. There we go. Yeah, it's I don't know, 6 hours isn't that bad. I don't know, it's weird. I think it depends on the country you're in. Like, for me, that's not that big of a deal because the US just has like, a lot of free space. But I know some people that are like, a drive that's more than 3 hours is agony. Like you might as well just fly a plane. I think it's very dependent on the region, and I don't even mean like US or not. I mean like some people that are like in states that are like kind of like really connected with each other. It can feel different. I also just this would be an option. No, that kind of gets like a little maybe water nonsense or something or jazz for. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I know the UK. Apparently the big thing is just because like it's very dense, so like you'll drive a long time, but you won't go super far, which kind of skews things. Which is understandable. Like distribute this a little better. I'm not. Oh god, yeah. I lived in a very small town in the middle of nowhere, but like once again, I feel like I lived in areas that would be hitting those marks for like those kind of things. Like I lived in an area where there was like a lot of like drug problems and stuff, a lot of drug problems and like teenage pregnancy, but I didn't really run into like that kind of stuff a lot of, which is surprising in hindsight. But like I'm okay with it. Yeah, hitting empties. But I do remember at one time I was driving to an F&M like years ago, and finding out that like this is prior to like having reliable maps, and we got on the wrong highway thing at the middle of the night, and we saw like a city that like a big US city that was like not even close to where we were at. And we're like, oh god, where did we turn wrong? So that was fun. We didn't get back till like 3 a.m. and then everyone was like that was my sense of direction being bad, but also like no one else had any sense of direction, so like I wasn't like it wasn't just me fucking up. There we go. Ask about which gold paint is your favorite. Oh fuck! I think I missed that. I've been really enjoying glittering loot from the Pro Acro Army Painter. Army Painter's glittering loot is really solid. It's probably at the moment my favorite gold paint. It goes on super smooth. It's like it is a speed paint, so like if you want just to like cover a surface quick, you can. That's probably my favorite gold at the moment. I've used others as well, and they're not bad, but like I always thought that like the Vallejo metal line was kind of in a weird spot because like a lot of the paints for that was just not well, they had gold in there, but it wasn't like particularly well, they had gold, but it was always like old gold and not like a bright gold. And I know like Vince Venturella has this like really elaborate like gold recipe. But it's always just got, like, for me, it's just got too many steps to do. Like, it looks nice, but then, like, you have to mix, like, pigments each time, and the pigments will, like, fuck up if you, like, you basically have to maintain that gold, like, every single time you want to use it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Of the Vallejo metallic gold, metal color gold for that reason. My incredibly itty-bitty one of these so I can reach areas. This is almost small enough that like the problem is like a lot of those are just like really big areas. So, like, oh yeah, Nitro, how you doing? Welcome. I'm working on house. I'm very early on in painting house, and we got see, you can see this is starting to like dry a bit more what I want now. Thank you for that hydrate, especially because I'm a little sick. Oh, hold on. The lad's being cut off. Let me fix that. The speed paint ones are pretty good. Oh, you're locked into the Vinci V method. I mean, it's good. Like the thing is like to be fair, the end result of his gold recipe is a very nice gold, but like I'm not gonna go that apeshit for it. Like I'm not spending that much time recreating that gold as often as like he does for his projects. I'm also not shooting for Golden Demon, to be fair, though. And that's now time to get the plaster more in the middle. Goals of this. So many angles. I've only used like a couple of scale 75 colors. They got like a gel base that makes them a bit thicker. I never got a feel for them, but I used them like very early on. Like They were at one point the color hotness, where they're like, yeah, are you like a good painter? Do you want to be a good painter? You should use scale 75 paints. That's how you really show how you're like a good painter. And I tried a couple and I just didn't get a good feel for them. Like I just didn't like them. It was like a personal preference thing. And also they're just like, I think my shop had them at one point, which is why I got them, but now my shop doesn't. And a lot of my painting choices are based on convenience, unironically. I do so many painting purchases because it's like, it's here. Still be coffin bros. Bit on the tippy tops as well. Maybe I might need to hit with another layer of this, but yeah, the basic idea is to hit like this tone is probably like the one I'm really shooting for. And like I'm gonna refill. I'm gonna go back, but real quick, I'm just gonna take the buff, which is a color buff is just really versatile. Really like buff. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna add like an itty bitty bit of water, and I just want to just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna hit like probably these two. Oh. So a little bit of water in there. I have not heard of those. I've never heard of Darkstar Molten Metals. The name sounds really baller though. It sounds really cool. Something like this. Focus more on like slightly more in the middle of these. A little bit more color and just kind of hitting those edges. Probably should have used a bigger one for that top one, but that's fine. This kind of gives a general idea that I'm like building a interior shot. Let's see. For brighter colors, huh? I never really use Retributor armor, so like I don't know if that's a positive or a negative, but I'll take your word for it. That's sounding neat. I'll probably need to like fix it out, but yeah, there we go. We got some kind of like scuffed, kind of like old plaster. There we go. So that's why I did that original layer color. Nothing too wild, but like something I can kind of just like crank out relatively easy. Color I'm looking for. There we go. Back to the prairie ochre for the base. So far, like just like it's like a fun little bit. Like eventually, like once again, very rough, but hey, there we go. See, I've not even been doing an hour yet, which is great. My plan is if I don't finish tonight, that I can at least go to my shop and be like, hey guys, look, check it out. Terrain could be cool. Yeah, a lot of terrain, like this is why like I think terrain painting is really like cozy to do, because like you can't. There are people that paint terrain at like mini standard and they're insane. They are absolutely mad. Like and like banging on the walls that are jail cell mad, but like a lot of it is just like, you know, doing things that like is like a lot of terrain is done with dry brushing. A lot of terrain is done with like some like washes making stuff look legit. It's a good way just to use all these techniques to make something that like looks good enough, especially because like you want something that like if your minis are there that it looks nice, you know. Like you can have a mini, like I can put a mini in this house later and it'd be like, oh cool, what a neat lad, an absolute neat lad. Yeah, oh yeah, dry brushing looks great on like rocks, stone. Dry brushing metals is really good because you can do like a brown and then dry brush like a metallic on that and it looks pretty legit. I'm just gonna have to get like the real big areas and then just go to like those like fucky side things later with like this. A flat spot to land. No, so this one is just like an interior. I do have ones from the same Kickstarter that have like multiple floors. Like you could climb up to a second floor. But like, I think this one's roof is done in a way that like a model will not fit on it. Like, or at least not without doing something fucky by like using like sticky tack or whatever to make it fit. Like someone could if they wanted to. This is getting a little. I think the brushes are. This brush is dying even faster, which is very funny, but not ideal. Let's see. Bristles are getting pressed even there. I still have not got to sit down with the new Path of the Beast stuff. I just like put you away. I've heard snippets like apparently that they're like predates creation in some way. I could just use this big brush, probably just do like... Yeah, something like that's not too bad. It gives me a little bit more control, so actually this is probably the better way to do this. Yeah. I think I tried to give this brush a home, but I think it's like dead. Sorry. I'm gonna be coughing a lot tonight, I'm sorry. Primal Force Spirit type shit. Ah, gotcha. Sounds cool. Like it's definitely also having like a bit of like opening up the door for what could be like other religion stuff, so that'll be neat to see how that plays out. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I will absolutely get models for those though, because fuck yeah, I like me some like horrible mutant beast things. That's the good shit. Also, there's like occasional, there's like little string bits that like I could just do like that. Most of them. There we go. Got a. I do have that boar bristle brush. Hold on. I'm gonna go. This is gonna be a really quick BRB. Excellent. Alrighty. So when I did my last, oh god, what knock over? Oh, just my dry brush palette. That's fine. There we go. I'm back. Yippee! Woohoo! So when I ordered my new replacement brushes from Rosemary and Company, I ordered this. It was a like $2 cheapo, $2 or $3 cheapo boar brush. So the bristles are stiff as shit, and I was like, I didn't know what to do with it. But it's kind of like a good size for this. It's like they're very stiff. They do not hold a point. But it is a size 0. How you doing, Dash Shift? How you doing? Welcome. Just do something like that, actually. There we go. Pun nerds, I swear to God. Fucking Dorcases. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably do a couple layers because I'm definitely doing that. Like we're picking up some water with this. I probably just need like. Hold on, let me just get like a new paper towel. I think my current paper towel is more moisture than I'd like. There we go. I could just like something like that. Here we go, there we go. Probably just like dab this a little bit just to remove a couple of the bubbles. There we go. I like how to sacrifice getting paid. Hey, as long as you're painting things, I'm very proud. So do not worry too much. I would never be disappointed if someone's like, "Hey, Hal, I'm painting." Be like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." Or like I'm mushing stuff. Yeah, am I shopping around? Maybe. I have like a couple of like the nice thing about being for Bestiarm is you just get minis and you're like, I know you'll be good for something someday. I just don't know when that someday is. I do have some minis like okay, so this is more of the texture I'm really hoping for right there. Like this is just like the magical amount of just like liquid and pigments. And these bristles are gonna get fucked, but that's fine because they were made to die. Okay, so yeah, just get a little bit on there, do a quick wipe on the paper towel, and that gives me the right amount of stuff. Using nail polish. Oh, are you doing that like fucky thing that like the I know the Warhammer you guys use that like logo like placer that was like nail polish based. I looked at that and I was just like, that potentially seems neat, but I will never have any use for it. It was a lot for something that I would never need. I should also get like the rims of that as well. Self-conscious way said anything along the sense in chat. You're fine. Like it does it like I will only give people shit in chat if they're like do like roar XD just gigantic paragraphs for no reason. Like a lot of you guys are very respectful and understand the mood of how like a chat goes. So like I'm not worried about you nerds. I'm not worried about that shit. I could actually use this brush. Maybe I'll have to get like a full set of these, just like these boar brushes I could just absolutely abuse. So how you doing, Lego Man? How you doing? How you doing? Got more? Hey, let's go. Your shorties will be on the table soon enough. How you doing? I'm working on some terrain today, actually. Going pretty well. I'm definitely on that stippling kick because it works for what I'm wanting to do, aka get like some like dirtied plaster going. Hit that up with like another layer. Let's see, hit this up with like another layer. There we go. Yeah, or like usually like the funny thing is for me that like I think that the ones that always stick out for people who pop in and just go like really ham on like orc roleplay. It doesn't happen like super often, but it happens enough that like I can see the reoccurring archetype that somebody's name will be like they'll have their own orc name, like war boss name, and then they'll just full orc like on blast the entire time. And I'm like, all right, buddy, listen. I know you're excited because Elfman paint Warhammers, but I'm gonna need you to tone it down just a smidgen. At least you had fun. I've heard good things about War Master like as a system, so I'm glad you had fun with it. Yeah, not non-consensual war. I think that's just like in general though that like I enjoy role playing. I enjoy tabletop stuff. Anytime you like inflict role playing on somebody, camera froze again. Hold on, shut up. Properties. There we go. Like inflicting role playing on anyone. Like it's like sometimes like the reoccurring thing. I'm friends with some with some female VTubers. It's hard not to when you're a VTuber because there's just like a lot of them are ladies. But like every now and then like somebody will be like, yo, this like and like this guy just like jumped in and they're like, hey baby, I am alien man. My dick is made of pheromones. Would you like to become my conquest? Like that kind of thing. Or, you know, if that was just like something that like you were prepped for and the other, like there was consent and everybody was on board with that, cool. But just be like, hey baby, I'm fuck alien, want fuck, yes. My love for you is like a ship berserker. Would you like to suck my dick, berserker? There we go. That's my RP, don't diss me like that. I'm sorry, you're being exposed live on stream. It was only a matter of time. What's the last time I explained Wraithu? Oh, I feel like it's been a bit. Wraithu is a it's technically a book series, but it's also a TRPG. It's also a TRPG where the characters are like pretty boy gay vampires with magic powers in the post-apocalypse, where they need to have sex or they die. And that's just like player 1. It gets more wild from there. It's quite a bit. You don't need to learn much. Like that's just etiquette. That's just like common etiquette that like in no other medium would you expect to do that to someone. Yeah, it's like right there was kind of is and continue. That's how you doing, Pimptic? How you doing? What funny thing you talk about? Forgot you know Ronan. I know Ronan. Ronan's cool. I've raided Ronan a couple. She's like one of my like regular raid targets because she's a green hag, so we got similar energy going on. Yeah, Ronan's cool. There we go. But yeah, it's like no, it's weirder than Twilight. Like right through the best way to describe it is like Fujoshi have always existed. Like people like women that just want to see men kiss. But imagine you lived in a society where like you didn't know. Like you didn't know what like there was like no concept of like BL stuff, but also like you had no concept of how gay sex worked. So like the Wraithu have a thing where it's like one of them they basically have a dick that can like open up into a beautiful flower vagina. And they can have like mythical gay sex with each other. Which, you know, like I said, if you're a Fujo and like you have no concept of how gay sex works, that's what you do, you know. Like it's Fujos make do. Back in the olden days of the 80s, I think. That sounds dangerous. You shouldn't do that. I thought the whole thing with the gummies is just supposed to take like one at a time and see if you feel it, and then you go for the others. That feels like a bad idea, my dude. Oh yeah, no, it's because you fell asleep in health class. Don't worry. As considering today's Father's Day, I will be here to make sure that you are aware of the knowledge. The thing is, it's very real. It's very real. Although it's just the joke about the mythical gay sex is just because, like, you know, she doesn't know. Like Storm Constantine, like has like or it could also be through like a weird puritanical like Christian lens thing, where it's like you really want to see dudes fuck, but like that's just not like a thing that's like good or proper or right. So like you make like layers of artifice to make that work. Right, there we go. Oh god, it's very bright. The like whenever I zoom in and out, it fucks with the colors a little bit. Because, like, you know, how much light it turns it, like, can go into the lens. Security edges, something like that. Because I'm definitely gonna go back later and, like, touch up the, what's it called? I'm gonna touch up, like, the wood. The wood is definitely getting sacrificed for the quality of everything else. Here's your grandma. Oh, that brings up so many other questions that I can't even begin to start with. Alright, a popular belief I'm not fatherless. No, that's all good. It's all good. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, so yes. Oh yeah, so they have to have sex or they die, yes. Should get Father's Day gifts. Hey, let's go. Every now and then I've heard people call me daddy, and it feels weird, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, I can't super get into it. I think it's because like in my brain, my own energy is to uncle, which I know once again, uncles can be fathers, and many are, but like it feels like an energy mismatch, like from what people want from me and then what I can provide. I'm just like, well, you're here asking this, and I understand on a level, but I don't think it's like it's the same way that they're like, ooh, elf, pretty boy, ooh, and it's like I once again I understand where you're coming from conceptually, but I don't think I'm going to provide the experience you're wanting out of all this. Like there are people that do, and you will find that person very easily with like a couple of searches, but otherwise I'm not gonna be able to give it. Ah, that's fair. Yeah. With that physique, that makes a lot of sense. But a funny purple. Oh yeah, fucking Bella Maga. It's been a while since I've gotten drunk and like done like a bad TRPG thing. I wish I could do Black Tokyo, but like that would absolutely get me like in trouble because that game is vile. But it's also like so bananas in how vile it is. It's fascinating. Yeah, it's like you have dad energy, but like as like a duty. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I could see cool cousin. I could see that like I remember growing up, I had like my one of my adopted family members. They had a house that was like of like 6 boys, because goddamn that my adopted aunt really wanted a daughter, and then somewhere along the line biology was like, haha, no, you may not. But they were always like really cool. They had like that, like that's where I can't imagine what it's like now, but like my extended adopted family were Star Wars people. Like have like all the toys from like the 70s and like the Super NES games and stuff like that. It was a Star Wars fucking household. And that was always really fun growing up because I'd be like, ooh, what is all this? Yeah, it was like I wouldn't, you know, like I like having my uncle energy, but like if that was the energy I provided, I'd also be okay with that, because like that's just like a neat experience that like not everybody gets. Like it's a very specific experience, but like it's like not like a guaranteed thing. So it's like I get like a good feel for like the ratio of paint to water for the buff color, and then the fucks up. That's also fine. Just gotta like get it on like the just get it on the palette, just like really brush off a lot of it. I also do think it's like, yeah, once we're getting to like this level of shading, it is really starting to make the wood pop up, which is nice. There we go. Just keep hitting that until I achieve a satisfying amount of coating. This is good. What I'll do is I want to get like a couple layers of this done, and then I want to go back to the roof because it needs some stuff as well. I want to do I think because I can't. Oh god damn it, we got fucking ads. Blah, 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 blah. Some more buff on here. Let's see, let me get some more buff on here. Let's go. There we go. Let me take a sip. All right, we're done. Yippee! Let's go. Yeah, I mean, if you want Trickster Centaurs, you can totally put that in. I'm very pro like people doing what they want for their warbands. I think it's cool. I have actually thought about like, I'm curious, like early on I was looking up a lot of Silent Hill enemies. Like a little bit. I didn't want to get super spoiled, but like the idea of doing like a Silent Hill themed court warband would be a lot of fun. I think that would be really neat. Oh, that side needs to dry a little bit, I think. Paint side down. It really does. I was gluing some guys today, and like as I was doing that, I had some parts drop, and it always landed. I was using Tamiya extra thin cement for them though, so it wasn't like the worst. But it was just like, motherfucker, they keep landing glue side down on the floor. Why? There we go, and then get a little bit on here. It's like, yeah, I was working on like this, like I was like, so I got these CSM guys at my shop, and I was replacing some of their shoulder pads. And him is my obsessionist. He's got a different helmet, he's got a power sword, and he already had the plasma pistol and some like new shoulder pads. Yeah, that you can do that count exactly. I mean, that sounds rad. I'd say go for it. Yeah, you could do like the thing is like I don't want it just to be like Pyramid Head and Pyramid Head accessories. If anything, I kind of want to do mine without Pyramid Head. I like him. The more I play through the series, though, I'm like, man, there's a bunch of other cool monsters that just don't get talked about because people want to fuck Pyramid Head, and that makes me sad. That makes me really sad. There's some, like, really, really cool shit in there. Like, I understand because he's, like, arguably conventionally attractive. Like, I mean, like, people go about how we talk about, like, he is like a muscular, ominous figure, and, like, Lord knows that's, like, the slasher fucker's archetype. Also, like, I am, once again, I'm the VTubing realm of things. I've been seeing that fucking Zootopia horse mare drop, and the reactions are very interesting. Because, like, actually a decent amount of people that people are like, you're gonna want to fuck the Zootopia mare, say no, actually. But there are a lot of yeses, because, like, you know, muscular guy, like exaggeratedly muscular man with Fabio hair is a combination of, like, typically, like, attractive traits put on a body that is, like, you know, a horse. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's like weird. Okay. I don't know why it's, like, moving over like that. Like, it's like on one side it is wood and on the other side it is plaster, but sure. A little bit. I like some of these where you can see, like, the little bit of, like, the old color on the edges. This is gonna be a little blurry, I'm sorry, it's just gonna happen. There we go. There we go. This is something. Oh, that'd be cool. I was like, a lot of dogs in Silent Hill 3 are already, like, pretty legit. It's also funny. So I was using it. So I will say I'm using a guide to catch back up. So what happened? If you're like, why haven't you streamed Silent Hill 3 in a while? So what happened? I missed the shotgun, and that was fine until I got to, like, the last area, and I think I'm kind of fucked without it. So I've been using a guide to do another run of Silent Hill, guys. It's taken me, like, an hour and a half to catch up back to the amusement park. And, like, I know it's because I'm, like, directionally challenged, so those games are really funny the way for my brain. It's also just kind of interesting, like, if you aren't checking, like, every door to see if it's locked or not, you can actually go through Silent Hill. Like, I want to see a Silent Hill speedrun. I feel like a Silent Hill speedrun would be a lot of fun to watch, actually, like, legitimately. Because, like, I'm effectively doing, like, a really unoptimized speedrun. Because, like, you know, I'm having to, like, look at shit and whatnot, and I still get lost even with directions, which, like, you know, my brain it's excellent. It's good. It holds up very well. Like, it's just, like, for people who know that, like, intrinsically, like, who have, like, studied a route, I would love to see that, like, how they, like, pirouette around things and whatnot. You do. I mean, there's still bosses you have to do, but, like, you can actually avoid a lot of enemies in that game. Like, ones that I even sat back and tried to fire on, which, to be fair, a lot of times you engage enemies because you don't know where you're going. Because it's like, oh, okay, there is a, like, you know, there's a hallway with, like, 8 doors, and you're like, okay, which door is the door I need to go through? You don't know. However, in between all of those doors are, like, 3 snatchers and a dog. I ain't a pickle. Yeah, I am. Thank you for noticing. How you doing? How you doing? Looking at for a color that I want to use for the dirt. I'll just use a chart. I have a very specific dirt color that I like to use because I don't like using the paint. It's the most ironic thing where I hate using the paint because it feels bad. There we go. Curious Leather. It spreads very poorly. Like, I just dislike it. But because I dislike it, I just kind of use it for dirt. So now I just use it for a lot of dirts. Oh, is this lid going to be stuck on? I might not even do that. I kind of still like, I think what's, like, I don't know. I would also just need to look at them again. Hold on. One do I like? I kind of like Abstract Daddy a lot. Like the one that's like a horrible meat monster hooked to the frame of, like, a hospital bed. I really like that one actually a lot. Angles it, keeps it in place until it doesn't disappears. I don't even have that, unfortunately. Like, I remember liking Abstract Daddy a lot. Silent Hill 3's got some good, like... this is my problem with Silent Hill, and this is not the game's fault. It's just, like, a me thing. I know every monster has a name. I know they have names because they don't tell you the names in the game. And I haven't, like, looked them up later. It's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I like this monster. So like I just learned that like the big fat boys in Silent Hill 3 are called like unstable cancers or whatever. And that's a perfectly good name, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I would have never found that out without looking that up. And that means I can't convey what's the fat fuck, the fat fuck. He's like a goopy guy. Not really goopy. Or like I think it's called I think they're called like numb bodies or whatever, like the ones that are like Kezu. I like those a lot. They have like a very fun shape to them. But also like I would have had to describe them like that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I like fat fuck is cool. Don't get me wrong, I like fat fuck. But comparing him to skinny fuck and the fuck that makes a lot of noise. The one I was warned about though was my good buddy Echo. She's a VTuber, fun lady, cool lady, and Silent Hill is kind of like her series. So she's like, "Are you sick of pendulums too?" And pendulums are these like little floating monsters covered in blades, and they move really weird. They fly, so they're hard to avoid, and they scream. They have like the loudest fucking like scream noise, and it's the worst. It's so bad. It's effective. It's effective for a monster, but every time I see one, I'm never like scared. I'm like, oh fuck you, oh fuck off. I love that. That's like, I'm either like, ooh, I love this weird lad, or like, fuck off, get away from me. I love how that's how I treat horror in video games. I still keep hearing that like Soma is genuinely scary. I still don't know what game I'm gonna do next after Silent Hill 3. Do I want to do another horror game? Do I want to... I have been enjoying Void War. Do I want to try to just keep playing Void War for a bit, just because I've been having some fun? I don't know yet. Yeah, and then, like, they're for me, they're good in context. So, like, in the hospital in Silent Hill 3, at one point when you're transitioning from the hospital to the nightmare hospital, right? You're just crawling up a set of stairs, and then there's a horrible flesh guy who's just like twisting a fucking valve. I don't know if he has a name. It's hard to get a good look at him, but he's really fun. Like, I really like him as a monster. He's cool. But like, once again, Twistin' Valve Boy. Sure, that's him. Twistin' Valve Man. How you doing, Scrotus? How you doing? Like, would I put Twistin' Valve Man in like a top 5? No, probably not. He's barely in the game. Does he got a full ass name? I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm sure that maybe I missed some significance about him. Yeah, it's Gaben. Sorry, Gaben's my favorite Silent Hill. It might be her. I'm gonna be real. And this is probably like a thing for me, like playing the game on stream, that like, and I'm also like not able to examine everything. I would have assumed that Vatiel was like, all the monsters that were Vatiel were different monsters. At the time I would have been like, oh, there's a bunch of these like weird twisty guys. Like, I never went across my mind to think, oh, that's the same one. That's good old Valtiel Twisted. I appreciate you for letting me know, because I would have never even like formulated the question to ask. The like apparently I like Valtiel as a lot. I also do like that concept of like the monster that is there just to like do shit and is not like a real threat in any way. They're very understaffed. Listen, yeah, someone's got to twist them knobs, yo. They get fucking twisting them knobs. All right, there we go. So we got like very, very rough building. Got a couple of things I can do. Let's swap this out for this out. I'm gonna get twisted. Thank you. Thank you. Why did I say it like that? Oh, let me see. Hold on. If I check the stream. Sorry, I'm just gonna go to my library. I'm gonna look for this building. I'm just curious what color. I think that, I mean, these are gonna be metal pipes, but I'm curious what material they use out of that. I look at the ruins of okay, so this part's also supposed to be stone. That's easy enough to do. Also, if anybody wants to get this house, that's the thing you can do. It's over here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take an idle break and also get some more water because I need it because I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So I'm gonna be right back. BRB. Ah. Boy, I'm not running shit. Uber. Why should... All right, I've returned. Let's go. Hey, Dude Pig. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I was getting some water. I am ill. How you doing, Maydell? Come on, come on. Up. Camera? Hold on, shut up. Camera's acted up tonight. Let me fix that. Hey, there we go. There we go. All right, so yeah, I'm going back to working on the Hexengarde house. Yippee! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How you both you nerds doing? We're gonna shit down metaphorically. I mean, fucking with plumbers is a dangerous bargain, but if you're getting ripped off, you should get your money's worth. You know your struggles better than I do. How you doing, Scrotus? How you doing? How you doing? Working on house, and I learned that this part is also stone, so I'm hitting it up right now. It's going pretty good. I'll get the metal later. It's coming. Once again, this is definitely like. Let's see how I've hour and a half. Pretty good progress. Will I finish this today? I don't know. I even got so I printed out like a bunch of stuff. I also like in like it's like a weird pipe dream thing. I have like this is like another just like corner scatter ruin thing. That I was like, oh yeah, maybe I could do that too. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I mean, it's good to have backups, and like that. I already had that printed out anyway, so it's not like I went on my way to do that. But like, I'm absolutely not going to get this bad boy finished tonight. But I will get it finished enough that if I take it to the shop, and people will be like, "Ooh, cool painted terrain." How hands? It's the same. This is the same hands as usual. Nothing has changed with my mitts. There's no like nail changes or polish or anything. I did see Alker mention that she was like, that like people who do minis could just transfer flawlessly to nail art. And I was like, never thought of it that way. I've actually never painted my nails before. Like, never my entire life. Which is surprising because I feel like, considering that I was a Molgoth for like effectively many years, I feel like that would have been like the time to do so. Always bringing up old hey, there we go. He went to bed and then everyone keeps carrying the torch on. God bless all of you. Fucking goobers. I want to get like the tops of this. Okay, that's like just wide enough that I could kind of like. Yeah, something like this. I effectively, yeah, I'm just like getting it like that. I need a little bit more water on there. A new stencil. Oh, the emblem one? I know the emblem one basically actually like uses nail polish, unless there's like a different one that I don't know of, which also would not surprise me if there's another similar one. Okay, this is working pretty well. This is working pretty well. I want these to look like they were bright, and then now they're like deteriorating. There we go. 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 Again, get. Some of these are gonna be thicker than others. That's fine. Once again, this is not like my best painting, but I just want a pretty decent looking terrain piece. I'll take it. It's funny just because like seeing like artists like many people do like comparing to like tabletop standard and not tabletop standard stuff. It's always just kind of that kind of like, you're like, I could do better, but I also want to like play with stuff, and just something that looks pretty neat can often do pretty well. Yeah, apparently, yeah, I think like the Poor Hammer guys were like, this is legitimately like they consoled like I think one of their wives, and was like, she's like, yeah, no, this is not nail polish. Like, this is actively using nail polish, so that they could get like different colors than outside of what the kit provided by using like her nail polish. Or not, maybe, I think they had to buy new ones. I don't think she was like, you're not using my good nail polish for like fucking minis. Which fair. I have to understand that, like, I mean, I have to imagine that like nice nail polish probably costs a decent chunk, because I'm not painting my minis with like apple barrel craft paints, so I have to imagine there's like an equivalent for that. I do really like how this is going up. Like, it definitely dries, like if you look at the side, definitely dries a lot like less bright. I also want to try to do a couple layers of this because, like, I know once the washes happen, this is gonna dinge the fuck out. It's gonna be way more dull. If I can just get like a decent coating of like pretty, like, you know, like weather-worn scuffed tiles, I think this is gonna get me there. There we go. Yeah, wife was displeased. Yeah, 50. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised it's expensive. Like I said, I just don't know because I just don't have any experience with painting nails. So I figured it had to be expensive. Paint my nails. I think there was like a while where people there were at one point people that are like really begging for that, and I just couldn't like find a reason. I couldn't find a reason to do it, so I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that. Maybe that'll change someday if I need to like have like a goal for something. Maybe. I'm not surprised. I mean, I am surprised too. By all accounts, I should have painted my nails at least once at some point for something. Just a mooncap polish there, very good but very pricey. Is it like, so like, just as somebody who doesn't know much about it, but like I assume that there's like, you know, a quality thing. Is it just like how many like coatings it needs? Like I assume you want like mini painting, you want your nails, like the coatings to be thin, like thin layers, so it just looks nice. Maybe get some like kind of like texture stuff going on with like little shiny bits. Like is that generally like just like the like just how the smoothness of the application is sort of the big difference between. I also imagine color choice too, probably. Get rid of brush marks on the nails, indeed. A little bit more on there. Oh, okay. Oh, so if you don't want to, also, so like you also don't want it to take forever too. True, yeah, because like a lot of times, you know, you're doing it like, you know, you like, I don't know how long it typically takes to dry, but I can't imagine sitting around, especially because you can't touch anything while they dry. Like, I a lot of times will accidentally get, like, glue on my hands. I'm like, I can't touch anything. This sucks. I need to, like, remove this. There we go. I'm so glad this, I'm so glad this boar brush is, like, getting usage out of it. Like, hell yeah, let's go. This is a brush that was made to be cheap and disposable, and goddamn is the whatever pig got shaved for this is put the work in. Yeah, no, it's not a negative thing. It's not a negative thing. Like, I agree for the same reasons. I was very much a Hot Topic shopper as a teen. By all accounts, I should have had black nails, but I didn't. I think it's because I was still a huge square. Like, I think at the time I just assumed that, like, the family I was living with would just be, like, upset about that. Oh, okay. So yeah, so you get okay. So better coverage, which is less layers, and then less layers means less dry time, and that you can like go out and like live your life without having to wait for your nails to dry for like a billion layers. Okay, I'm learning. Hates his nails. I have an April Fool's stream idea. It's one of those ideas that like requires a decent amount of money, so I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but I have an idea. I have an idea that I want to. Oh, okay. See, FPS would not have been the game I expected. I would have assumed RPG, something that like you can like use like an offhand or like in desperate situations afoot, like just like any other digit or like hold something to poke like an A button with. I would have never assumed FPS. Wild shit. Like, it still only works once for it to be reset. Yeah, that's about me. I get introduced to a group of people and I forget all their names almost immediately. I feel like the worst piece of shit of all time. Or dating sim too. I really enjoyed the fucking what game was it? It was Tokimemo. If Tokimemo 2 ever gets translated, I absolutely want to do that because I really enjoyed the mechanical raising aspect of those. It's kind of got that same like simulation thing that like Void War and XCOM or like where it's like you're building up to something. Oh, if you're not using okay. Paint a hog with a hog. I'm painting with my hog out, and by my hog, I mean my bro. I should stop doing that. local lad who is feeling a little ill and has a scratchy voice. Also, me yells and then makes like hog voice. Like I keep doing this to myself. It's fucked. It's fucked. I should not do that. Not do that. It's weird because like other than like the sore throat, I'm fine everywhere else. To the point where I'm like is it like an allergy thing? I don't know. Oh, you mean that was Toki Memo? That was Toki Memo. Because I think that's the only one I've ever done, unless there's another one I'm blanking on right now that I probably might have done and I just forgotten about entirely. I forget how many like dating sim. Like I know the West uses dating sim as like visual novel slang, but like I mean like actually like a dating sim, like a simulator, like you are simulating dating and just like stuff like that. Yeah, do you remember a kangaroo fight? Because you do that in Toki Memo, and it is one of the best things I've ever experienced in a video game. You just go to Australia. Is there the one that like knocks your ass out? No, that's Benadryl. I've had Benadryl for allergies where I'm like, I remember I took Benadryl at work once, and I was like, does it just have a? Oh no. Okay, right. Yeah, it's what a game. Pokemon, good game. Also, the second coating is really doing it. Oh yeah. Like so, like this side pretty good. Like, look at that. How you doing, Dorada? How you doing? Welcome. And take Benadryl. How you doing? How you doing? Get like a little bit on these edge bits. There we go. Yeah, I saw Cosmology, because like Cosmology of Kyoto had a thing where like the sequel was lost and someone found it recently. I do remember that. I need to do that. I've been streaming long enough that like I have eras. Like there was definitely like How Plays DOS Games era for like Eastern Mind and Cosmology of Kyoto. And Gadget. Oh, Gadget was a trip. And, like out of all those are all good games. Gadget, arguably you could just watch on YouTube, and it's a fun ride. Like it's a very linear short point and click. Like I think the entirety of Gadget was like maybe like an hour or something like that. Like I think it's cool if you want to set up DOSBox and play it. That's what I did. But like if you don't, I think you could experience it on YouTube. I'll have to record that for later. That might be... Sorry, I just saw the first result is an R Buddhism. Hell is cute error. That's every error, though. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't be cute. I'll die. A HAL-based makeup stream. I don't even know how that would work. I guess if I got like a dummy head, just like painted on a dummy head, that could be kind of fun. I do have a black mannequin head in my house. So I have a horse mask, right? As a nerd should. Thank you for the messy. Let's go. So I have a horse head mask, right? You know, that thing that's like a reasonable thing to own. And I needed a place to store it. So I got me like a black mannequin head, which is just like the holder for my horse head. So like, you know, so yeah, maybe I could use that. Maybe I could use that mannequin head. I could 3D print a me. I have several 3D printable HALs I could use. I feel like it's not makeup though. Hear you nerds go flirt? Nonde. Yeah, as one does. Yeah, you guys all have black mannequin heads with horse masks. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up. Everybody has one. Everybody has one, so I might as well not even mention it. I could do that. I actually do want to do I got the ham. I got big ham. And like I'm like, what? Like I don't need to print a big ham. Like I don't have a project for that. But I was like, what would be a good project? What if like big hamlets and like make a house out of that print? With like a little chimney and like a thatched roof and stuff like that. That'd be fun. So I gotta set that in motion at some point. Yeah, Big Ham mentioned. Let's go. up like Dr. Horse. I guess I never really crossed my mind that horse head masks come in different flavors, but I guess you're not wrong. I guess that is very true. That is a thing. Yeah, new Hamsterdam reel. A little bit more on there. Welcome back, Vtuber. Welcome back. Painting little bits of roof. There we go. Look at ooh, this is like looking nice. Looking nice. Let's go back to the bottom bit. Right now I need to order some more filament. I've been printing out, I'm gonna be honest, I've been printing out storage for magic cards. Just to better manage my collection, just to make it more likely. I've been on like a weird thing to like, I like magic. I don't think I've seen that, no. But like my collection is very unruly and it makes deck building hard, so I'm trying to like organize it a bit more. I don't have like a huge one, but it's just that like mine is just organized in a way that actually makes like, you know that concept that's like the harder, like the less convenient you make something, the harder it is to make you want to do it. I'm experiencing that for my magic card collection, so I'm trying to rectify that a little bit. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. So I got like these like little metal bits. Got the little metal bits, and I got a trap door, and I got this. Yeah, I've gotten nothing yet of that set. The FOMO is real. It really is. Sorry if you guys can keep hearing that. I should probably install like a proper mute button for like a Stream Deck thing, but I don't got one set up. Need a huge amount of metal for this. I'm just gonna do. I think we're gonna do like regular, just like iron on the tippity top, and also there's like a little secret. I love how there's like a little trapdoor in there. Like, that's a fun detail. On your Blue Yeti, I got a Shure SM7B, and I don't think it has any buttons other than like some like weird configuration stuff that I used when I set it up and then have not touched since. Audio setup is this like weird arcane craft that like every now and then I get into the trenches to try to like figure out properly. And I never really do. It's always a lot. Like it's like I get better, and then like I just sit on that, and then I eventually reach a point where like, no, my audio is bad. I need to fix it. And luckily, I mean, I haven't really hit that point in a while though. Also, this is funny because the bottom of this is textured based on my mat. So like the metal is gonna be a little funky. I'm probably gonna do some like rust crusty stuff on it just to maybe like hide that a little bit. Otherwise, it's just kind of like really goofy. That's like, yeah, this way, like you can see this side is way smoother because it was not printed directly on the print bed. Oh, for like 3D printed stuff, I have a couple. For minis, Bestiarum is like what I use for probably the most. Like if I had to select one, I would say Bestiarum. Other good ones, War Machine gives you actually a lot of stuff recently, which is kind of neat. If you like what you get for War Machine, that one's not too bad. I can also have to shout out friend to channel Sir Nicholas. He's the guy who did the there we go. There we go. He is the lad that made all the 3D prints of me, which are bitchin' as hell. And also, he does a lot of good Trench Crusade stuff too. If you want some Trench Crusade models, he's got some options for that. Also Westphalia / Trench Stench is really good for like, if you need like 300 different variations of artillery witches, you can go to them. They also are doing a lot of really cool stuff with like hair. Like you can basically subscribe to them for like a little bit and get like quite a few Heretic Legion stuff. Other ones I've done in the past, Vevictus Minis is really good. Vevictus Minis is really, really good if you want like something more like Warhammer Fantasy, Mordheim-y kind of thing. Like if you want to do like a Mordheim warband, Vevictus is probably your best bet. Warp Miniatures is really good for just like really quirky, kind of more like cartoony designs. Some other ones that are good. That's probably a good starting point. If there's anything specific, I'll also, a lot of times too, if you just go to My Mini Factory and just browse their tribe section, you can find some good shit. If there's like a certain type of thing you're looking for, though, let me know. I might be able to like push you more in the right direction there. Because there's people that are they're doing like Warhammer Fantasy stuff. There's people who are doing like, this is meant for D&D more than anything else kind of things. Like DM Stash. DM Stash is cool. I've used a couple of their models. I don't typically use my models for like TRPGs, so like I don't use them a lot. But I do know that the guy, one of the people who run that is like a really cool person. So like they're cool to support. Oh, it was they're called like Trench Stench or Westphalia. It's weird. So Westphalia has been around forever. They're like a really solid company for doing like minis. They've done like both like physicals and also like 3D printable things. They're the guys behind the Red Brigade. But I think they've changed their name on My Mini Factory to be more like branded towards Trench Crusade, just so it's like easier for people to figure it out. Yeah, there we go. Matthew's got you linked up. For now. All right. Yeah, there's tons. I could probably spend like time like maybe that's something that needs to happen, like just like an overview of all the like different people who make cool minis on My Mini Factory. I don't know if that's something that would be a good video for reference, but that maybe, as far as I know, no one's ever made one of that. If you want kit bashing, like Sir Nicholas is good for kit bashing Trench Crusade stuff. Victus does have like modular bits for their stuff. Also I'm gonna use Evil Chrome for this because I think that's gonna be a good color for like this like random metal bullshit. I need like 2 layers on that, but that's fine. But yeah, those are good options. If like, okay, what game are you looking to kit bash for? That might also help as well. Like I said, if it's Trench Crusade, probably some combination of the Trench Stench people, Westphalia people, Sir Nicholas, and then depending on like what army you're doing, there's some other options as well. Like I know there's a guy named That Evil One that has some modular bits you could use for there. I know Maker's Cult has some as well. I mean, for Turnip, like Turnip Max does just have STLs on there. Like, you know, he doesn't have like a subscription service, but getting a lot of turnip bodies are really good. There's also, I think it's called like Leech Lab that has like a lot of cool modular turnip stuff. Hold on, let me paint this little bit. And then I could try to grab that because I know I've I've seen some shit that's really like handy for turnip, but I have not printed it yet. I bookmark a lot of stuff for later. I try to get this full rim and then get the edges after I get this taken care of. There we go. Hold on. So for turnip, I know these people. I don't think they got a tribe once again, but I think they got like individual bits for like they're doing bits based on the cults, which is really cool. So it's like if you want like some of like the mercenary cult body bits. Let's see, there we go. Now I bookmark a bunch of these. Let's see. I bookmark a series of skateboards for minis, and I have no real use for that, but I have it. Yeah, here we go. These guys got some good like bits. This is some good bits for Turnip. Hey, Abyssinian, how you doing? Welcome. Nice. I did. I mean, what I mean I don't have a use for is in like right now at this red hot second, I don't have plans to make a Turnip 28 skateboarding thing. That could change. That could absolutely change. I'm just saying right now I don't got that. I did make a Turnip 28 forklift though. I was gonna use that actually as like a Wandering Morris for like one of the what's it called? One of the cults, the one of the mercenary cults. I never end up doing that. It's like he's fine. Like the forklift is good. I just need to make some things for it to carry. Definitely got to go back later and touch up the stone, but that's fine. That's why I'm doing these things in this order. Yippee. Oh, you can see little... There's like... Oh, God. There's like little bits with like... the paint is just getting absorbed. Because like there's just like little grates in there. This is not like the perfectest print quality of all time, but like, you know, it's going to be good enough. There we go. Let's go back. Let's go back to this. Areas I could hit with this. There is a random cross thing. Sure, then get the interior of this nonsense. That's stone? No, that's wood. That's wood. There we go. There we go. Eventually, the wood will need to be retouched upon. Oh, that's creator of Homestuck, Andrew Hussey. I've not taken him down yet, and I probably should at some point, but I don't know when that's going to be. For now, I'm just enjoying Hussey just on my screen. My little weird Juggalo guardian angel muse, giving me the good brain juice while I paint a fucking house. Yeehaw, let's go. Let's see, they got these little nubbin bits. The idea is that the last thing I'm probably going to paint is the wood, because honestly a lot of wood I'm probably just going to like touch up some bits on. I feel like with the wood what I'm probably going to do is just like leave a lot of this base brown, but like where I got there I might do maybe a darker plank or something like that. This is rough. Yeah, it's thinning paints is like it's like a tightrope between like having it thin enough that it spreads nicely. Like this is I like this color, but it's a very thick metallic paint. That like if I mix water to it, it gets really runny. But I have to mix some water to it because if not, it just doesn't spread. I got to make sure it gets distributed with the pigments like reasonably well. It's worth it in the end, though. Like once you get past the flow of the paint and then like the other little bullshits, it works out. It's nice. It's nice. There we go. Those, and then there's another set around here. There we go. There we go. There we go. My experience with the nail polish is teaching me late lessons. Hey, let's go, let's go. I know a decent amount of people that they do like nail polish, or they do like digital art, I know a couple people that do like oil painting, like just like more traditional oil painting. They're like, you should paint some minis. Like, oh yeah, skill transfer is real. Skill transfer real. Glad you're having fun though. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Floppy, that's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there that like I have like not done anything with. Like I bookmark them for like, you know, a lot of times I bookmark projects for like a rainy day. Like someday I might need this. I don't know when that day will come, but maybe someday. Right now I'm too focused. I really want to get the Noise Marines done. I really want to get the Noise Marines done. Because like, I don't know, they've been taking several streams and they're very close. I just don't know if they're taking so long that I might want to like maybe just like alternate between them and another project. That might be the way to go, actually. That might be the way to go. Just like, you know, Noise Marine 1 week, something else. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I also turned up, Max released a bunch of like little funny carrot guys on Pig Riders. So that's also out there too, which is really neat. I have those and I have not printed them yet because I don't really need cavalry right now, actually. I mean, you can make that cell shading work, I think. Oh, there's ways to do it, but yeah. I'm sure certain art styles definitely like transfer over easier. I'll definitely agree with that. Got all the metal. I think the next idea is to do wood. A lot of wood I do is German dark camo brown. Like a dark wood color. Where's that? That's a oh, there we go. Go do that. I'm not gonna hit all the wood. I'm curious what happens if I just like take that in like a couple bits. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea for testing. I'm gonna take this edge. It'll be like, okay, where could I benefit from this? Get that all moisturized, remove a lot of the excess. There we go. Let me move this a bit over. There we go. My goal is I'm just trying to take the areas that have gotten like miscolored. So, like up here, definitely get that because I was under the impression that was plaster because on the interior it is. But that's fine. So what I want to do is I want to stipple over this with like a old kind of. I should also rivets, but that's fine. I want to stipple over this with basically the same color I used originally for like the plaster stuff. Get a little bit. That way, maybe it'll like unify some of the different like tree colors and stuff. You know, I came happy. How you doing? Yeah, I got the glasses on. How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on some terrain nonsense because I want my tables to look good. How you doing? How you doing? Get like a couple. How you doing? How you doing? I'm testing a wood idea. Just like hit up a couple little bits of this. Anything that definitely needs corrected. Go. Maybe kind of like that. There, definitely around there. I'm gonna dry a bit smoother. Maybe if I even kind of like blend them a little better, just like a little bit of lightness on there. Like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good. Now the tricky thing is I want to be able to do this without like getting the bore, like the bore brush might be too wide for this. I don't know just yet. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'll just get that little lump bit right there. How you doing, Lord of Bones? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Just turn off my music on mine a little. Just turn it down a little bit. How you doing? I'm working on some terrain, and it's going pretty good. I need to wait for that to dry. Do I got anything else I can do on the building bits? Terrible, thanks for asking. Oh, damn. Well, hopefully watching me paint a goofy little building will be less terrible. Here we go. Check it out. So this is what I got so far. Actually, I could... Let's take like an inventory real quick. So I'm going to zoom out. You guys can see, like... You guys don't get to see, like, this part of my desk, and that's where, like, projects go to, like, take forever. Like... These word bearers fucks. They need paint, but I currently got them like hidden behind like a glue barricade. I don't even recall why I put that together. Record of Ragnarok. Oh, let's go. I thought you were gonna say Record of Lodos Wars, but to be like, hell yeah, let's go. Record of Ragnarok's probably cool too. I just like Lodos a lot. There we go. So, very rough at this stage, but house. Not bad for 2 hours. Not bad for 2 hours. Brachiosaurus. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, exactly. It may not look like much, but it's home. So I'm gonna do... that tan, or do I want to do more like a green? Some like greeny yellow stuff. Dirty gray maybe. A little bit of dirty gray. I'm curious about that too. Like, I think Gnosticism is neat, and I know it like Gnosticism is like the more grimdark version of Christianity. I kind of hope they don't. I don't know. I feel like that angle is played out, and I would kind of like a setting where like God is real and it's like earnest. If that makes any sense. Like you don't get that very often. I'm okay with the idea that God's like good, but the people are like doing fucked up shit in his name. I'm okay with that. Let's see. I'll go for about 80K in the housing market. Yeah, probably get you a pretty decent spread. All right, I'm gonna take a good brush bed for this. Yeah, I kind of hope I will eventually. Don't you worry. That will happen. They're just about the right size for this dry brush. We'll see what happens if I just like. So my goal is to kind of use this to be like hold up the wood and also try to blend the different browns together. I'm using this like old gray stuff. Well, that's good. That's good and fluffy. That's what I'm hoping for too. I don't know. Like I said, I think Gnostic stuff is neat, but it's definitely like played out a bunch. Okay. Okay. Actually, I can zoom in a little bit too. Hold on, let me do that. It's getting there. I think conceptually this is right. I think yeah, this is just a little fixer upper. Gonna be a nice little house with just a little bit of love. I feel like I was trying to impersonate someone, and I think I just botched it so entirely that I created a new like southern country, just like home flipper, I guess. That's probably someone who's doing some stuff. But that's probably somebody on like a home channel somewhere. See, the problem is, it's like, does this read as wood? Like old wood? All right, hopefully you guys can hear me cough. I'm sorry. Bob Ross mutant hybrid, kind of something like that, yeah. It also just be like the ratio of this green, dirty gray to other colors. It's funny because it actually looks better on stream than it does in person. So like the idea is sound. Like I think this style of like touching up the wood is probably like okay. I might want to use a different color. Like that one might be too much. Yeah, it does feel like it's a very like southwestern thing. True. What other colors do I got going on that could be used for this? That was a dirty gray. I could mix too. I could do. What if I did like one thing of dirty gray and then like another, maybe like a brown of some sort. Charred brown. Let's try that. Let's try 101. Like a green and a brown. I'm just gonna make like the most like horrid color mix of all time. Let's give this a go. I can't tell if this resembles another color I've used. It's like a, looks like a skin tone brown a little bit. Weird. All right. Let's try some bits. Let's try some bits. I don't know if this is working. Don't know if this is working how I was hoping. And luckily, I can just keep trying on this like old wood, because usually what I do is I think I just take wood and dry brush like a buff color into it to make older wood. I just don't think that's gonna work here. Yeah, I think a darker wood. Maybe what I'll do. Maybe what I'll do. Yeah, maybe I'm just being too tricksy about it. I was like, what if I just leave a lot of the base wood? But you're right. I probably should just try to keep a lot of it like a dark brown, and then like maybe if there's like leave the brown as like if there's anything else left. Maybe I just do. So dark. What if I just do charred brown? Charred brown's a German dark camo brown. I think it's gonna be like less dark, but still dark. Let's try that. Let's try this in a little subsection. How about here? There's like a lot of wood nonsense. An oil wash is definitely gonna darken things. Yeah. Let me try a thing. What if I just go? Hold on. Motherfucker, this brown is the exact same brown. Holy shit! It's darker on my palette, but when I paint it on, amazing, amazing. It's just the same brown. Well, that's good to know. Actually, that's like legitimately like good info. Yeah, I think let me go back to German dark camo brown. Yeah, I can't believe I color matched on accident. Like that, I don't know if that's a skill or not, but it's definitely a thing I did. Good to know that it's like I think I did that. It's not even the same paint line either. Impressive. But yeah, I think like a dark wood would probably like hold this together. Or maybe I go full tilt. That I do go dark wood, and then I just I do like a very light dry brushing of that gray, because I think I tried to do like a weird blend and just overdid it. Like I think this should have that a little bit of that. It's like a kind of like lichen-y kind of dealio. A little bit on there. It's just to kind of like fix up the wood. Right thickness on this. There we go. Yeah, I'm very digging how this whole thing is turning out. I agree. It's been nice. This is nice. Like I said, like fuck ads. Okay, I'll wait for the ads and then I will describe. I will do it after the ad break because Twitch hates me, bros. There, I'm gonna get a little careful around some of the edges. There we go. Big stretchy edge of this. Oh, there we go. Nice. And get the rest. All right, we're back. Let's go. I would say too, actually, like if you like mini painting, but like, you know, like terrain is very stress-free. Like it's super nice as like a palette cleanser. Like, not that I'm feeling like a big, like, I don't know, like, just like fuck this, but like, you know, this is incredibly calming. I would say if you're just like, maybe if you're just looking for like, maybe like a nice little in-between like detox project. And the nice thing about doing terrain is you end up with terrain that you can use for like photography. You can use it for just like your games you play. It just kind of looks nice in your house because it's, you know, it's got like, you could set like a little diorama there with your little dudes just big chilling. It's definitely a nice setup. Yeah, this darker wood's looking good. Darker wood, correct choice. A little careful. Oh yeah, I should do some stuff with the bricks though. I'll have to come back and hit the bricks later. My glorious jelly donut. That legitimately died. Like, I'm so sad because like they're the only closest kit that they have to that is there's a sushi kit where I think you have to do the individual like little bits of salmon roe, which is cool, but like I feel like after that it's a step down. Like it's like, you know, I want something more bullshit. Like I like this the company that's making those Studio Seattle. I want more nonsense. I want your biggest like fuck you project. I had fun with the last one. Some water. Yeah, I peaked too soon. I mean, I mean, I would like to do more of like the food. I know that like there's like a ramen kit too from a different company. It's just that, like I know the other ones will be like, all right, put this together. It didn't take that long. Like after you have to like hand mold rice balls, like where do you go from there? Like genuinely, I don't know. I don't know what the alternative to that is because like yeah, I did peaks. I've seen the top of the mountain. It's good on the mountaintop. And thus Conan wept for there were no lands left to conquer. I forget if that's exactly the line, but it's general idea is there. General concept is there. I'm like clinking this on the ground. The plan is eventually like before I do oils, I think you do like a gloss varnish and then you put the oils on and then you do a matte varnish. That's supposed to like also like make it sturdy as terrain. So we'll see how that. Oh. The nice thing is if I accidentally get something on like bits of the wood that I don't like the plaster I don't want, it's just more brown. So like oh no, I got brown on my dinged up fucking plaster. Oh no. I need to read more Conan too, honestly. I got like years ago I got like there's like a big Conan omnibus. It has like pretty much just like all of the Conan stories. And they're like pretty cool. But like I didn't get super far because just, you know, serial book dropping. I would like to get back on that. Also, you can see like the bottom of this print has like these like little little bits where like the print kind of got a little sketchy. It's like yeah, like it's not too bad. It's just for some reason just like some of the underneath bits. Well, if that's what you want, Flopsy, that's your story to write. That's what you got to, you know. If I'm sure someone else wants that as well. Make it your dream. Do not wait for that story to become real. Take it into your own hands. I think Twitch probably doesn't just like the word slutty. If I had to guess, out of both of those words, I imagine slutty got flamed more. There we go. 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 This is nice. I'm so happy. And assuming that I start feeling better, I should be able to go back to the shop on next Sunday, which would be nice because like I didn't go today. I just gotta stay inside and play Silent Hill, which I'm far like I legitimately I'm like back to the amusement park in Silent Hill. I could like. I'll probably catch us back up to the church and then stop and just try to do that again. Bit of a goof. Oh. Alright, it's good. Well, let me zoom out a little bit. Actually, this is probably better. Like it's angled to like zoom out for. From the Book of Grudges. Oh yeah, Flopsy's is just like a funny little guy. A couple of other angles. I'm sure this is gonna be like one of those. I'm like, this looks fine, and I'll like look at like the one like sour angle and be like, oh no, I gotta re-hit that up. But the problem is when you say it like that, you're like, no, I'm not funny. Like it activates the comedy. Like you just like activate. Like I'm sorry, it's silly little guy voice time. There we go. Okay, so we're bringing it back to this. It's gonna be good. That also I guess I just need to assume that like everything on the top is supposed to be like that's plaster, that's plaster. Don't know. It's a weird thing that doesn't line up right, but whatever. We'll just do the entire top in this color and we'll just see how it works out. So do top is, and that could probably just, why did I even leave that little strip? I should just make that entirely gray. I'm sure some people would argue that. I've read, like, ages ago, I read one Elric story to completion, and I don't retain much of it. Like, I think I just didn't like his prose. I just don't think I liked Moorcock's prose very much, so I just didn't, like, get into it. Like, I've seen like, little bits and snippets of people who are not him doing, like, Elric that seem kind of cool. There was a really, really neat, like comic version that I remember showing like a bunch of people with like because like basically Elric is like kind of opposite day Conan, where he's kind of frail and sickly but has a magic sword that does a lot of heavy lifting, and he has to take a lot of drugs to like not explode. And he comes from like a stupid decadent civilization where like they're like effectively, if you're familiar with like Drow, like in like a lot of Drow stuff probably has roots in Elric, like the D&D origin of Drow. Like now things have branched off a lot. Who knows the fuck now? But like, I think the genesis of what we can traditionally call the Drow probably have some bit going into there. I mean, I can see the similarities between those. I could see between that. And I think there's some like fan theories, because like if I remember right, Elric is like the eternal champion, which in Moorcock Land is like a character that has different, almost like a Doctor Who but for fantasy nerds. I think sometimes it even kind of like moves into sci-fi. So it's gonna mean I'm gonna have to like get the wood on the ground, which probably means I'll have to make this brighter, but it's not the worst. Brush. So yeah, I've heard like fan theories that like the Geralt is like a version of the Eternal Champion, stuff like that. I'm sure that like there's like fun fan evidence, but it's bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if there is like a little bit of like Moorcock in the author of, sorry, that was a joke that I couldn't resist. I wouldn't be surprised if there is like a little bit of legacy there. I think it's just tricky because like, you know, a lot of people can be like, yeah, it's like Conan. I don't know if many people go like openly to bat for Moorcock. From what I said, he's kind of a dick. I could be wrong on that, but I've had like vague recollections of being kind of an asshole. So much of this. This is like one of those like old model. Oh, it's just because like the stuff out here was just not as like dark. So I was like, why is this changing colors? Either that or I'm getting some gray mixed in and it's like not actually doing too bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. I think I know what I did wrong. Okay, it's fine. Let's be fine. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. God, some of the like Dragon Magazine had like a like. It's funny realizing that. So like we're in a post Game of Thrones TV show world. But like back during like the like I seen like there was like big expose things of like ooh, the new Song of Ice and Fire book is coming out and we're gonna do a Dragon Magazine thing for it. And because every time they would do like anytime they try to make an NPC in D&D 3.5, they would make them ungodly strong. I think Jaime Lannister was like a 16th level fighter, which he was very good in setting. Like in setting, he was one of the best from what I understand. But like he was so good in the context of D&D 3.5 that he should be like traveling the plains smiting bitches. Like it was kind of wild. They would do that a lot. We got the interior floor. I'd also be able to get more around like here and stuff too. Yeah, let me get more. I hope that the German like camo black, or like there's an equivalent, because like this is an older paint that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to replenish it very easily. Oh, okay, I almost thought I knocked something over. They had some cool stuff back in like book crossover stuff. They did a whole thing on Perdido Street Station, which I need to. That's another book that I've been like. I own a copy. I start to read it, and then something comes up, and I've never finished it. And I would like to finish it because it's like a really cool, kind of like punky fantasy setting with like bug-headed women and like cool like cactus dudes, and it's really like set in this like city that's kind of undergoing a lot of changes. It's really neat. It's really neat. Want to learn your lesson? I mean, do you find it fun? At the end of the day, if you find making TRPGs fun, then that's not a mistake. There's no lesson to learn. If you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying yourself, and that's it. There. Hey, I mean, the other ones could just, you know, sometimes you just need practice runs. Sometimes you try an idea, you're like, oh, I actually don't like this, and then you drop it. I think that's just part of the creative process. I think it's just easy to wish that, like, I made a thing. Why is it not pulling out of my head fully, like, perfect? Like, why is this not coming out the way I want it to in my brain, fully formed and functional, and everyone loving it? And it's hard to get past that, because, like, you know, you're like, because like it's a thing that's not exactly the way you like it, and that they're like, you know, like it's you're just like, oh, I didn't do it right. It didn't manifest perfect. So clearly I failed some way. Yeah. I mean, if you like, there's plenty of flaws with Lancer, like a Lancer Heartbreaker, or fuck, you could just write. I mean, you could also just write stuff for Lancer too if you also want to. But like, you know, there's a lot of things Lancer does weird, like its setting or some of the mechanics. Like yeah, go for it. And if that doesn't work out, just like take the lessons you learned from that, bring it to your new project, you know? Imperial characters. Yeah. It's I think it's just because like you're like you want the characters from the book to be like cool, high level. Also, I think it was just like a symptom of the time. There was a lot of just like random NPCs in like Dragon Magazine that were like ludicrously powerful in a way that would not most, like, I don't know if this has changed, but I remember the metric was always like D&D campaigns typically peter out by like level 12. And I maybe 5th edition has like a different like rating for that now. Maybe it's higher, maybe it's lower. But they would always make characters like, even just like sample characters like level like 16 or some shit. You're like, what are you doing? Paizo, please. Paizo, you're wilding out. I mean, give it a go. If you think you got like an idea, go for it. Like I have untold number of failed projects to like just like I worked on it, I didn't like it, and I stopped. Or like I learned an idea and I just decided I didn't want to do it. I don't consider them failed though. I guess I kind of languaged that wrong, but I'm also streaming to be fair. How you doing, Dismayer? How you doing? Welcome. You can still totally use that for like, you know, still do it. Learn lesson. Do good. Become creative individual. Oh god, it really does. Like, I ran a Pathfinder 1 campaign that went to level 20. My players were like one-shotting fucking like the system breaks apart, especially if your players like are like have like good system mastery. They were I remember like the Inquisitor player was using a bow, and it was just like basically murdering the fuck out of Solars, which are like high-level angels. It was a big campaign where it's like it was the kind of like classic big idea big campaign where it's like dealing with like a new crop of gods emerging, and like the players like kind of dealing with that along with like a horrible mutant alien parasite infestation thing. It was fun, but there was definitely that speaking about lessons, that was one that I learned a lot of mistakes for. One, never take a campaign to level 20. Do it once to get out of your system, and then never again. Never again. It's not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it. Every TRPG system breaks apart at high levels, and you want to know why? Because they don't playtest them. They don't playtest them, and it's not their fault. It's just that, like, if you're making a game, you're like, okay, I have 100 hours to playtest. What do you playtest? Do you playtest okay, how about this? There's 20 levels. You have 200 hours. Do you give every level 10 hours? God, no. So you would probably put, like, I don't know, 100 hours into level 1 through 3, and then peter off from there, because that will be the experience most people are going to run into. It absolutely makes sense. Let's see, tactical battles with a B. I mean, you can do that. I mean, there's like especially games that are like that give your characters gear are cool for that as well. Or just like I think that premise could work. I think that premise could work. Yeah, like the smaller levels. Ideally, they kind of actually nailed it early, like in D&D's lifespan. There was the whole kind of like, you know, like basic, advanced something, immortal. I forget the full acronym, but basically it's like split the books into different books. The reason they don't do that though, there's two reasons I believe. One of them is that like people will not buy the higher level books because they won't use them very often. So like, why are you making a book that won't sell? Like, from a market perspective, that's incredibly stupid. Also, I do think high-level content in D&D specifically is there for a reason. And that reason is that, like, when you're making you're making Jerry Angry Boy, your barbarian, you're like, you look at level 20 and you're like, oh man, Jerry Angry Boy can rage so hard he can fly? Does this happen at, like, level 16? Yeah, but the fantasy is there. Like, the seed is planted. It serves a purpose, but the problem is that like Jerry, by the time he hits that level, flight probably doesn't matter because like the party wizard has been casting fly on him since like that's a 3rd level spell. So like level 6, Jerry Angry Boy has been able to fly, and it doesn't matter. Now he gets it at 16. Well, everyone else is getting other shit. Like at that point, it's like, well, okay then. Because they just didn't balance it. At the time, they're like, yeah, Barbarian getting so angry he could fly is cool. And then they're like, oh, wait, no. We didn't compare it to all the other abilities that other classes are getting. A basic expert, companion, master, immortal. There we go. Like, I think if you're doing from, like, a game, that's a good, like, way to do it. But it's bad for marketing, so they don't do that anymore. So, hey, I unfortunately will need to wrap up for tonight. But let's take a quick look at the house. Oh, I didn't get that, like, back bit at all. There we go. So once again, not done. I could put this on the tabletop and probably be, like, okay with it, you know? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Excellent. Excellent good shit. Good shit. With that, let me... Yeah, it goes fast. Because terrain is, like, simple. The details aren't particularly complex. Like, you're not painting, like, 3 million cables. Like, okay, for example. Okay, so you got this. You got the terrain. Now compared to this motherfucker. Plague Marine. You got teeth. You got cables. You got the symbol. You got the gun. The gun's got tubes. The gun's got a symbol. The shoulder pad has trim. The shoulder pad has a decal. This grenade has a head. It has a little bit on the metal on the bottom. You got a death's head grenade. You got a tentacle. You got the back of the armor. You got chainmail. You got spikes. You got a drippy bit. You got some flesh tubes. You got some regular tubes. You got the horn eyes. So you're gonna want like laser eyes. You're gonna want the mouth. House. I do paint my death guard. I just do it very slowly. I'm at this. How you doing? I like him, but he's absolutely the definition of a gribbly little bastard. But with that though, let's go to the chatting screen. Wow. Thank you guys for coming. I had a lot of fun. So, full disclosure, I'm sick. My throat still be scratchy. I feel that the stream went well. I think I'm okay with it. If it gets worse, I won't. I guess I could make my terrain little gribbly bits too. Fair. If it gets worse, I might take some time off at the beginning of the week. We'll see. If not, the schedule for next week will be mini painting on Tuesday, probably a break from the Noise Marine just to keep mixing it up. Wednesday, I don't know. I might, even if I'm not feeling better, if I am feeling better, I might have to miss Wednesday movie night anyway for different reasons. Thursday was going to be Silent Hill, ideally. Saturday, XCOM, and Sunday, mini painting again for things I'm not. I'll probably try to finish the Gorka Morka lad. That's probably going to be the idea. I'll take care of myself. Don't worry. I know my own limits. I know my own limits. So everybody, on the YouTube side, thank you all for coming. How you doing, Grind? How you doing? Hold on. Nice. Everyone on the YouTube side, have yourself a good time. Take it easy. I'll catch you YouTube nerds later. Bye, YouTube nerds. Bye-bye.